YouTube, I'm back with a brand new meal plan. Ben just increased my food, and this is officially the highest clean calorie consumption in a day that I've ever held consistently. It's only been a few days. This, I think, is day 3 on the new plan, but so far, appetite is cruising. One of the reasons why Ben felt totally fine increasing my food to this level is feedback from me that my appetite feels great. Nothing is a struggle. I'm not having to force literally any food at this point. You guys will see in this video exactly what I'm eating, and it is a lot. Like I said, the most total clean calories I've ever consumed. Since the bump in my food, my weight has also jumped a little bit. I was floating right around 287 to 289. Yesterday, I woke up at 293, which it was the day after a rest day. I'm always a little heavier the day after a rest day. Today, my weight has settled at 291, so still really happy to be in the 290s. We'll see where I end up at the end of the week with all this food. But in the meantime, meal 1, we have 150 grams of cream of rice, dry. That is cooked with 300 ml rice milk, 20 grams of almond butter in there, and 100 grams of frozen blueberries. Delicious. For protein, we've got 3 whole eggs, which I absolutely love eggs, so pretty stoked for this meal. 100 grams of chicken, and the seasoning that I put on here, guys, is the ranch seasoning from Trader Joe's. It's not a high calorie ranch. It's literally just the seasoning itself. I think it's a whopping 5 calories a serving. Absolutely delicious and adds a ton of awesome flavor to the food. All right, there you have it. Meal 1. It's about to go down the hatch. I am good and hungry. Actually, if anything, since my food's gone up, my appetite has kind of gone up with it. So for the time being, I'll take it. Anyway, I'm gonna pound this. I'll catch you guys a little later for meal 2. Meal 2, and let me tell you guys, my body is rip-roaring through this food because it's been 2 hours, almost on the dot, and I am legitimately very hungry for this meal, which is really, really relieving, knock on wood, because right now, all my meals are easy to eat. And that is like the sweet spot for bodybuilders. When you're in the off season, you're growing every single week, your numbers are going up in the gym, and your food is easy to eat, and nothing feels like you're banging your head against the wall. I mean, maybe I've just been doing it wrong all these years, but this is definitely the first time I've been this body weight, training output being as high as it is, and not having to force anything. It's freaking awesome. That brings us to meal 2. We've got 450 grams of rice, 200 grams of ground beef, 50 grams asparagus, and again, I put the ranch seasoning on this with yellow mustard, and that combo on ground beef, I kid you not, at least to my palate at this time, tastes like a burger. It's delicious because you get the ranchiness, you get the mustardiness. Close your eyes. It's like you're sitting at a drive-in. You know what I'm saying? Should also tell you guys, I add 2 grams of salt to each of my meals. So all these meals that I'm showing you today, 2 grams of salt has been added. Yes, I've been measuring that for my entire off season. Yes, it's the first time I've actually done that. And on the side, AKA dessert, 100 grams of pineapple. It's one of my favorite things about this diet. I absolutely love fruit because I got a crazy sweet tooth. So having that little bit of sweetness with each meal really does it for me. All right, meal 2 is about to go down. I'm gonna dig in. I'm headed to the gym after this one, but it's a light client day today, so I should be able to show you guys every single meal. So, exciting. All right, I'm gonna dig in. See you guys for meal 3. Guys, I forgot I was making a YouTube video today. I'm like 2/3 through my third meal right now, and I'll just show you guys the end of it, I guess. For starters, this was 40 grams of dates. Already smashed those. This was 450 grams of rice, 180 grams chicken, 50 grams of asparagus. Again, I'm hungry today. I'm burning, ripping through food. And by the time I finished with my last client, made it out to my truck, got my meal, I just wasn't thinking about YouTube. I was thinking about eating my food. So, all right, we kind of missed one. At least you got to see the last little bit of it. Next meal, and I definitely won't forget this one, is going to be my post-workout, because this right here is my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna train some legs. After that, I'll show you guys my post-workout meal. Sorry again, but it is what it is. I'll see you guys for meal 4, post-workout. Guys, absolutely phenomenal leg day this evening. Hit a lifetime PR today. 6 plates per side, Smith machine, squats, 6 reps. You know, it's funny. I have done 6 plates a side before on the Smith. That was back when I used to use a super heavy reverse band, like one of the really thick, wide green ones. If you know what I'm talking about, that thing had to have been like a 90, 100-pound reverse band. And I remember doing 6 plates, and I remember it being super, super hard. Knees wrapped tight as can be. Probably not quite full depth like I did tonight. So that feels pretty cool to be back up to 6 plates a side, no reverse band, torso upright, knees wrapped but only below and loosely above the knee, not tight over the top of it. So really minimal spring out of the hole from that. Needless to say, I'm pretty happy with the PR. 12 plates aside on the leg press. Just had a really damn good workout. That brings us to meal 4. Post-workout, I get 200 whopping grams of rice cereal. My rice cereal of choice is Rice Chex. I think I said this in a previous video, but I'll say it again. Bodybuilders out there that are eating the crispy rice cereal, the Snap Crackle Pop one, you know what I'm talking about. You're missing the boat, because Rice Chex are way better. Less soggy, better texture, tastier. Rice Chex all the way. I also have a banana on there. I like to chop it up and leave it on top, as you can see. And then 70 grams of whey iso H1 from Hostile, mixed with 300 ml of rice milk for even more carbs. This is, needless to say, a super carb heavy meal. The nice thing about this one, A, it's super tasty. B, it digests super fast because it's just cereal, fruit, and then obviously whey isolate. So I feel like I can eat meal 5 in 60 to 90 minutes, no problem. And with that, I'm gonna dig in. I'm hungry. I'll see you guys for meal 5. Guys, you know how when you get an asparagus that's this massive, it always tastes like shit? Why is that? Comment below. Meal 5 is upon us. We've got 200 ground beef, 450 grams of delicious rice, 50 grams asparagus as per usual, and I'm telling you guys, this ranch seasoning mustard combo that I got on this ground beef right here, it's fucking phenomenal. I'm telling you, you gotta try it out. On the side, because at this point, I'm a goddamn pineapple eating machine. 100 grams of the good stuff. I forgot to cook my rice ahead of time, so I'm about 30 minutes late to this meal, and I can feel it. So I'm gonna dig in here. I'll catch you guys for the grand finale, the one that will really wrap up this day, and that is meal 6. Toodles. Meal 5.5. Meal 5 3/4. Yes, you got me. I do eat Oreos. I do have some extras here and there in my off season. Here's what Ben told me about extras. He said, if I'm hungry for them, I can have them. I never force anything I'm not hungry for. If I do that, I'm not gonna be able to get down the actual meals. And that's something that I would never sacrifice just because I want to have something that tastes good. But if I'm hungry for it, especially on a leg day when I know I just torched a ton of calories, I'm gonna have some extras. And I don't think that that is at all a detriment to an off season as long as your body can handle the food. I mean, I'm eating almost 7,000 calories of clean food. So percentage wise, a couple extra bites here and there is not adding any significant surplus to what I'm already eating. What Ben actually told me, and this is a direct quote, don't take the piss, in true British fashion. That brings us to the finale, the final meal of the day, and one of my favorites, meal 6. Big bowl of cream of rice. This cream of rice has a range on it, 120 to 150 grams, depending on what I feel like I can get in. Tonight, I feel like I can get in the 150, and I know I need it because, again, I just train legs. 100 grams of frozen blueberries in there, 20 grams of almond butter, and some delicious non-fat plain Greek yogurt with 30 grams of ISO H1 from Hostile. Oh yeah, and 300 ml of rice milk in the cream of rice. Pro tip, cream of rice tastes way better when you cook it in rice milk. All right, guys, this is going down the hatch. Thank you so much for watching another full day of eating. This one's a lot of food, but again, I'm nice and hungry for it. Body is staying responsive. Can't complain. Shoot me a comment, like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more to come. Comment below on any questions you have, topics you want me to cover in future videos. I'll be sure to read them and get to them. Thanks again for watching, guys. See you on the next one.